What if I told you that the homeless man everyone stepped over on their way to the city's most expensive restaurant was actually the owner? That the man begging for change outside the Golden Doors could shut the whole place down with a single phone call? This is the story of Daniel Cross, a man who lost everything, lived on the streets, and discovered the cruelest truth about the business he built with his own hands. Daniel wasn't always homeless. 10 years ago, he was one of the most successful restaurateurs in the city. He owned La Belle Vie, the most exclusive five-star restaurant where movie stars, politicians, and billionaires paid $500 just for a reservation. Daniel had built it from nothing. He started as a dishwasher at 16, worked his way up to chef, and at 35, he opened his own place. Every dish was perfection. Every detail was personal. La Belle Vie wasn't just a restaurant. It was his dream made real. But success came with a price. Daniel worked 20-hour days. He missed birthdays, anniversaries, family gatherings. His wife, Jennifer, begged him to slow down. His daughter, Lily, stopped asking him to come to her school plays. Just one more year, Daniel always said. Just until we're stable. But one more year became 2, then 5, then 10. One night, Daniel came home early to surprise his family. It was Lily's 16th birthday. He'd missed the party, but he brought an expensive necklace and a promise to do better. He found a note on the kitchen table. "Daniel, we can't do this anymore. You chose the restaurant.
We chose to choose ourselves.
We're staying with my sister. Don't look for us. We need time. Maybe forever. Jennifer." Daniel stood in his empty house, holding that note, and felt his entire world collapse. Everything he'd worked for, everything he'd sacrificed for, suddenly meant nothing. He called Jennifer 100 times. She didn't answer. He drove to her sister's house. They wouldn't let him in. Lily looked at him through the window with eyes that didn't recognize him anymore. Not with love. Not even with anger. Just nothing. Daniel fell apart. He stopped going to the restaurant. He stopped answering calls. He sat in his empty house drinking, trying to understand where it all went wrong. 3 months later, his business partner, Marcus, came to his house with papers to sign. "Just temporary," Marcus said. "You need time to recover. Sign over operational control to me. Just for 6 months. You'll still own everything. I'll just manage it while you get better." Daniel was broken,
Drunk.
desperate.
He signed.
That was his first mistake. 2 weeks later, Daniel went to the restaurant to check in. The security guard stopped him at the door. "I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you in." Daniel laughed. "I own this place." The guard looked uncomfortable. "I have orders from Mr. Marcus. You're not allowed on the premises." Daniel's blood went cold. He called Marcus. No answer. He called his lawyer. The lawyer explained what Daniel had actually signed. It wasn't temporary control. It was a complete transfer of ownership. Marcus had tricked him, stolen everything. Daniel tried to fight it in court, but Marcus had money for better lawyers. The judge ruled that Daniel had signed willingly.
Case closed.
Within 6 months, Daniel lost everything. His house was foreclosed. His savings were gone fighting legal battles he couldn't win. His reputation was destroyed by rumors Marcus spread about addiction and instability. Jennifer heard about his downfall.
She didn't come back.
She'd already moved on with her life and Lily. Daniel couldn't blame her. He'd abandoned them long before they abandoned him. Daniel ended up on the streets. Literally. He slept in alleys, under bridges, outside subway stations. The man who once cooked for presidents now dug through trash cans for food. And every night, Daniel found himself sitting outside La Belle Vie. His restaurant. His dream. Watching wealthy people walk past him like he was invisible. Watching Marcus greet them at the door, taking credit for everything Daniel had created. People threw change at him sometimes. Most people ignored him. Some kicked him and told him to move. Security guards chased him away, not knowing he used to sign their paychecks. One cold December night, Daniel sat outside the restaurant, shivering in a thin blanket. A young couple walked up, dressed in expensive clothes, laughing. The woman looked at Daniel with disgust. Ugh, why do they let homeless people sit here? It ruins the atmosphere. The man pulled out his phone. I'm calling the police. This is unacceptable.
Daniel looked up at them.
I'm not hurting anyone. I'm just trying to stay warm. The woman sneered. You're hurting the image of this establishment. People like you should be in shelters, not on the streets bothering decent people. Daniel felt something break inside him. Not anger, just profound sadness. These people had no idea. No idea that life could change in an instant, that anyone could end up where he was. Before the police arrived, Marcus himself came outside. Daniel? Marcus looked shocked. Then his face changed to disgust. My God, look at you. I heard rumors, but I didn't believe it. Daniel stood up slowly. You stole everything from me, Marcus. Marcus smiled coldly. I didn't steal anything. You gave it to me. You were weak, broken. I just took an opportunity. That's business, Daniel. You should have been smarter. This was my dream, Daniel whispered. It's my reality now, Marcus said. And you're bad for business. Security, get him out of here.
Permanently.
If he comes back, call the police. 2 security guards grabbed Daniel and dragged him away while Marcus went back inside to his stolen empire. Daniel sat in an alley that night, colder than he'd ever been, and made a decision. He was done feeling sorry for himself. He was done being a victim. He'd lost everything once, but he'd built it from nothing before. He could do it again. The next morning, Daniel went to a homeless shelter and asked for help. They gave him a bed, meals, and access to a job program. Daniel started washing dishes again at a small diner.
Just like he did at 16.
The owner, an old woman named Rosa, didn't care about his past. She just saw someone willing to work hard. Daniel worked doubles, saved every penny, slept in the shelter.
For 2 years, he lived on almost nothing.
But he also did something else. He started documenting everything. He gathered evidence of Marcus's fraud. He contacted old employees who'd been fired when Marcus took over. He built a case slowly, carefully, legally. And he discovered something important. Marcus had been cutting corners. Health violations, tax fraud, employee abuse. Marcus had turned La Belle Vie into a profitable nightmare that looked beautiful on the surface, but was rotting underneath. 3 years after losing everything, Daniel walked into a lawyer's office. Not an expensive one. A young lawyer named Amy Chun who took pro bono cases. I need help taking down the man who stole my restaurant, Daniel said. Amy looked at his evidence. Her eyes went wide. This isn't just theft, she said. This is criminal fraud. And all these health violations? We can shut him down.